Hello, welcome to our daily devotion today. It is Wednesday, May the 20th. Our devotion today is called Rock Solid. It is from Portals of Prayer for Kids from Concordia Publishing House. And our Bible verse today is Matthew 7:24-29. Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who built his house on the rock. And the rain fell and the floods came and the winds blew and beat on that house, but it did not fall because it had been founded on the rock. And everyone who hears these words of mine and does not do them will be like a foolish man who built his house on the sand. And the rain fell, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat against that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. And when Jesus finished these sayings, the crowds were astonished at his teaching, for he was teaching them as one who had authority, and not as the scribes. Rock solid. For the 5th day in a row, Sam's family sat around his aunt's dinner table. Last week, Sam's home was destroyed in a flood. Sam, his parents, and his younger brother had moved in with his aunt. After dinner, Aunt Sally handed a devotion book to Sam's dad. As he skimmed the devotion, his eyes filled with tears. Then he said, "This devotion was written just for us." Dad read Matthew 7:24-29 aloud and then started singing this hymn. His oath, his covenant and blood support me in the raging flood. When every earthly prop gives way, he then is all my hope and stay. On Christ, the solid rock, I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. The family joined in. Then Mom took a small rock from her pocket and set it on the table for all to see. One day last week, I walked away from our ruined furniture on the trash heap. Said Mom, as I looked out over the field of mud, I sang this same hymn. It comforted me to know Christ sustains us through difficult times, now and forever. This rock was on the ground where I was singing and praying. Since then, I've carried it in my pocket. I thank Jesus for being our rock, and I ask him to send us to other hurting people so we can share the story of his love with them. In all life's troubles, we can lean on Jesus, our rock and our Redeemer. Through faith, he gives us the hope of heaven, a brand new home. For a journal today, draw a large rock in your journal and write the name Christ on it. Pray. Father, thank you for Jesus. When problems flood my life, sustain me through him. Give me comfort and hope. In his name I pray. Amen. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you tomorrow.